One of the most important decisions of launching a print-on-demand shop is knowing which products you're going to sell. And today I'm going to walk you through some really juicy details and data points that might help you understand where the puck is moving within print-on-demand. If you've been around the print-on-demand game a little while, you've seen over the last couple of years that products have become a little bit more expensive. And that may be just due to price inflation, but a lot of it is that the actual products are different. You used to be able to go and get a t-shirt for $10, but we've seen in the last couple of years that the Bella Canvas tee and the Gildan t-shirts are now being pushed aside for a more expensive and luxurious feel t-shirt like a Comfort Colors. That is a trend that we're going to talk about today. What has been happening with price points and how customers are valuing the quality of print-on-demand products. And so today we're gonna deep dive into the actual market of 2026. What has been happening in the first 2 months of 2026, January and February, that is starting to provide some insight into what we can expect as this print-on-demand trend continues. What I have done and what I prepared for you all today is using all of my AI tools, taking a bunch of the different reporting that I view, trend edits that I'm seeing across the space, sales reporting that I use through all of my tools, aggregating all that information and distilling that into a early 2026 trend report. If this information is interesting to you and you like the view of this, feel free to sign up for my free newsletter in the description below. That is the Print on Demand Pulse, and I'm getting that up and revived this year so I can share all of that with you on a faster pace that is different than a 15-minute video. So that's interesting to you, Print on Demand Pulse, I will link it in the description below, but you'll get access to all types of fun little free bits just like this. But let's walk through the data. What we've been able to find is that year to date in the deep dive, there has been a shift from volume to value. People are willing to spend more money if it is what is suiting their needs at that moment. And so what that actually has baked down to is, on average, the average order value for a print-on-demand product is around $42.50. This number is up 15% versus 2025. And I'm not surprised to hear this. We saw tariffs be a big point of conversation last year. Prices are always going up. We know that personalization is a huge cornerstone of print-on-demand. So people are willing to pay a little bit more money if something is personalized. So seeing this number, I wasn't that surprised. What also is interesting here in the data is that mobile conversion is 6.8%, up 2% year over year. A lot of people are converting via mobile, and so it's really important that as you launch products, whether that be Etsy or that be Shopify or TikTok, that you're thinking mobile first, because that's how many people are going to actually launch these products. I also love the stat here that 3.2 days is the ship time expectation. Yes, these orders are made to order, but people are still expecting them in a quick, rapid way. So 3.2 days is the expectation that people want the products to be able to ship. So make sure that you are picking production partners that can hit that deadline. I was really intrigued about this piece here of the $42 average order value. And there are some other insights in here that bring that to life a little bit more. One of those being heavyweight streetwear. So people are starting to associate heavy with quality. So these thinner t-shirts that don't have as much weight to them, people are not as bought into that. And I also think that brands like Shockaware and Comfort Colors, which we're going to talk about in a second, are brands that people like because they give that kind of overweight, heavier aesthetic, but like vintage aesthetic that many people are really resonating with at this moment. So people are really shifting away from the Gildan and Bella Canvas unless they're looking for a really affordable option, and they're shifting over to these heavier weight items. And the last piece I'm going to mention about price here that I thought was so astute was this battle between sustainability and price. Customers do care about different types of sustainability elements, like is the fabric organic, how were these products sourced, but they're still choosing price over that sustainability. But that changes based on the generation that you're selling to. So for example, the younger the generation, the more they are willing to pay a premium for more organic or sustainable or green types of items. So you can see here, Gen Z is way more willing to pay a premium for eco-friendly, and boomers really either would not or they don't care. So consider that in your audience and who your products are kind of targeting. If you're targeting folks that sit in this Gen Z bucket, it might be really worthwhile to hype up the sustainability of any of the products that you are offering, if that is something that you're offering. And now you're probably thinking, well, what do I do with this information, Meg? Well, I'm here to show you what you do with this information. Today, I am partnering with Printful to show you some brands that I believe are fitting perfectly in this niche of that average order value continuing to go up, as well as some of these products that are being brought to the top with sustainability if that's of interest to you and your niche. I don't say this and bring up these data points to change your course of what your business and what your niche is right now. I bring it up, first of all, for those that are just thinking about starting a print-on-demand business, and maybe you're on the cusp, but you don't have that idea, or you just feel like you don't wanna do what everybody else is doing. I hope that I can bring some of that data that gives you some confidence with data-backed information that would push you over the edge if you are interested in getting into this business model that is, once again, not passive. It takes some time and effort. And second of all, I like bringing this data to those that are already building momentum in their print-on-demand business, and maybe there are slight tweaks, or maybe it's a different tag they can add. Maybe you're already selling organic t-shirts, and I'll show you some examples that you hadn't thought to kind of advertise that a little bit more. So it's more so to support those that are starting their business or build momentum onto the folks that are already experiencing that. So popping over to Printful, I'm gonna walk you through some of my favorite brands for this pick. We're gonna go above Gildan, we're gonna go above Bella Canvas, and dare I say it, we're gonna go above Comfort Colors in price point. Not crazy, but enough to provide that value that just showcases that we are going up market a little bit and getting closer to that like average order value that would make sense, or above the $40 mark. I think it's pretty commonplace that for a t-shirt, for example, most of those are being sold from a Comfort Colors perspective, somewhere with shipping and everything included, somewhere between $25 to $30. And so being able to shift that up a little bit is what we're looking to do here. So the first brand that I'm really liking for hitting both of these trends of going a little bit further up market, but potentially layering in some sustainability options, is Stanley Stella. This crew neck sweater is actually Stanley Stella. It is this one right here, the women's organic crew neck sweatshirt. I really like it. It has a very luxurious feel. It does not feel cheap. I have washed this time and time again, and it continues to have that like cozy, soft feeling on the inside, and has very structured elements of the cuffs and the neck. So it's a very good pick for more of a premium crew neck sweater. And I just really like the feel of a lot of their products. Once again, they come in multiple colors, but also they have direct-to-garment printing and embroidery. So if you have either of those applications in your business, this brand and a lot of their products work really well for it. And following on that vein of the like heavyweight, kind of vintage, like really cool looking t-shirt, they have one that I really like, and here it is. It's the unisex organic oversized high neck t-shirt. And so it has these like longer sleeves, high neck, and kind of gives off that oversized feel. It calls out being organic. So this is one thing that you would be able to include in your listing description and in your SEO, and really speak to and hype it up. If your customers are maybe closer onto that Gen Z bucket, this might resonate well with them and increase your conversion rate, which is really helpful when you're trying to get traction in your shop. So this is another one that I would look into. I also really like the colors that they offer. There are these neutrals that are really earthy tones that just do well, and we're not going crazy with pricing. This is gonna be a couple bucks more expensive than the Comfort Colors, especially if you have Printful growth. So nothing crazy in terms of like doubling your price point, but we can start to etch up and give off more of that like heavyweight luxury vibe. And it's clearly, as you can see here, a different aesthetic than a Comfort Colors or a Bella Canvas. So it might not resonate for everybody, but if this is kind of intriguing to you, this is one of the brands that I would check out. Another brand that I would check out on Printful in particular is this brand called Shakaware. Now, Shakaware is well known in the kind of streetwear style as a brand that people recognize. It has, once again, that kind of heavyweight texture to it. On Printful, they have a lot of the more colorful options here. So this, again, is not gonna resonate for every single person, but for those where this could make sense, we saw those 90s like bootleg t-shirts pop off in 2025. I think a t-shirt like this kind of elicits a similar type of vibe, and people are kind of wanting more of that like 80s, 90s vintage feel. This has that at, once again, a higher price point, but we're not blowing the roof off this thing. We're really just trying to offer a little bit of something different. So really fun colorways that would be specific. I think these would be great for bachelorettes or like beach themes or specific types of themes. Might not work for everybody, but once again has that like thicker, heavyweight vibe that fits with what we're seeing in the data. And the next one that I'm gonna highlight is cotton heritage. So if you're just a little bit afraid to go up to that like $17, $18 price point, but you're comfortable going above comfort colors at that like 13, 14 range, cotton heritage is a really good option for the heavyweight vibe. And we know that consumers are starting to associate heavy and thicker with quality, and that really helps kind of make the price point more worthwhile. And so I'm really, really loving this brand for that. They particularly have the men's premium heavyweight tee that comes in a couple of different colors and has embroidery as well, which we know has been popping off in the last year. That has been one of the top trends of print on demand, personalization and embroidery. Like, you pair those with now some of these additional insights, you are gonna be on your way to finding that traction. But this one has a lot of those quality features that people are willing to pay a little bit more for. You obviously have to convey that in your mock-ups. Like, I'm not saying just like put all of your designs on these t-shirts and just package it the same way that you did everything else. You're gonna have to convey in the pictures that you are kind of going up market here. And believe it or not, customers will respect that. A lot of listings are gonna be a race to the bottom on Etsy if it's like a holiday type of listing. But if you're being really specific and really intentional about the niches that you're building in, there is always going to be a market for these higher quality options. This one also comes with direct to garment printing as well as DT Flex, which is their more premium printing model where the print gets more embedded into the fibers and has a longer wear period where you're going to be able to wash it and wear it and have it fade way less. So again, feeding into that premium option that could work for pushing your price point up and overall getting bigger profit margins. And we absolutely do not have to stop with t-shirts and hoodies. I just know those are huge sellers for a lot of the folks that watch this channel, and it is overwhelmingly bulk of what gets done with print on demand. But I love Printful because they also have this bucket called eco-friendly. And so kind of coupling on with what we're seeing, where depending on which generation you are kind of finding your customer base in, you can specifically choose products that are more eco-friendly and have different selling points that you could add to your shop. You see here the Stanley Stella brand that I mentioned earlier. They have really cool hats that would be great to sell in the summertime. And I'm also loving their different types of baseball caps, beanies, and particularly their apron as well. So there are tons of different options you can kind of push into that higher price point and really convey the value that you're delivering for a specific type of consumer. Again, this is not gonna work for every consumer, but there are those pockets, and we're seeing that trend happen where year over year, people are paying more, and there's that expectation of higher quality with print on demand because the technology has now gotten so good. So don't expect to offer a higher price point if you wanna compete in these higher price points if you're not willing to put it on a product that can elicit those higher price points. I would love to know your thoughts in the comments if you're selling other high-priced items like blankets or different like cutting boards and things like that, how that's working for you, if you've noticed your customers being willing to pay more for a more premium option. Let's all learn together. If this was helpful, please like and subscribe and comment with any of your thoughts, and I will catch you on the next one.